Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to plot a data from database SQLite, and following are the topics that we are going to discuss. Firstly, we will learn to create a connection between Matplotlib and SQL server. Then we will learn to create a SQL database, and after that we will learn to visualize the data using Matplotlib. And all these concepts we will learn with the help of an example. So I will show you the example first. The first and the foremost important step is to install the SQL connector, and for installing it, command is pip install db-sqlite 3. So I have already installed it. I am not going to execute this cell. I am moving to the next one, which is importing this SQL connector which we install for making a connection. I import the connector by writing the command import SQLite 3. Now I execute this cell, and here you can see that it will successfully run. Then we have to create a connection to the database. For this, I create a variable with the name db_con. Then I call the connect function of the SQLite tree, and I pass the name of the database which I created. So I create a database with the name pythonguides.db. Now here I use the print statement to print the success message that the database is successfully opened. So you will get to know that connection is made successfully. You can see that it shows the print statement. Then I want to create a table inside this database. So I create a variable with the name table, and here I write the create table statement by using the create table statement. So here I write create table, then I set the table name as a BMI underscore standards. Then I set the column name as a age with the data type varchar, and the next column name as a max underscore BMI with the data type varchar. Then I want to create this table. So I call the execute method, pass this table variable to it as an argument, and then I call the print function to print the success message that the table created successfully. Now I execute this cell and show you the output. Now you can see that it shows the output table created successfully. Next we have to insert the data in the table which we have created. For this I call the execute method again, and in this I pass the insert into statement as an argument. So here I write a statement as insert into, then BMI underscore standards. It is the name of my table, and then I pass different values according to columns. After this we have to commit this transaction. For this we have to call the commit function with the db_con variable, and to show that the data entered successfully, we print the success message by using the print statement. So here you can see that it shows that record created successfully. After this we have to fetch the data from this SQL server. For this I use the execute method again with the db_con, and I save this fetch result in the cursor method. So here I pass select statement as an argument. So I write the statement as select age and max underscore BMI from BMI underscore standard. This age and max underscore BMI is the name of the columns, and BMI underscore standards is the name of a table. Then I use the fetch all method for fetching all the records from the database, and I save into the result variable. I execute this cell also. You can see that it successfully executed. Then I create a blank list with the name age and max underscore BMI. Then I use the for loop to append the data which we have fetched from the database to this list. So I use the for loop and the append method. So I execute this one, and now I print the age and the max underscore BMI. You can see that it prints the age and the max underscore BMI. You can see that it is same as we have inserted into the database. You can see it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. similarly like 8.3, 8.7 and so on. So here you can see it is also 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8.3, 8.7 and so on. So now the main step is to visualize the data. For visualizing the data, we have to import the Matplotlib library first. So I imported. Then I want to visualize this data in a scatter format. So I call the scatter function and I pass x as a age and the y as a max underscore BMI. Then to add the labels at the axis of the plot, I call the x label and the y label function. The x label function add the label at the x axis and the y label function add the label at the y axis of the plot. Then to add a main title on the plot, I call the subtitle function, pass the title as an argument, and I also change its font weight by passing the font weight keyword argument and change it to the bold. And last I call the show function to display the plot. Now I execute this cell and I will show you the output how the scatter plots look. Here you can see that we have a plot which showing the age-wise distribution of the BMI standards. On the y-axis, it has maximum BMI and at the x-axis, it is the age of a children. And you can see that this plot is shown with the scatters and it used the default marker and the default color. So with this, we have learned to plot a data from database SQLite, and in the next module, we will learn the introduction of PyQt5.